matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. That's caught. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's random. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Handoff to the single running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. The short hands, it's Randall.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. It's caught. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to take a shot on second and short. He's got the tight end.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, becoming a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big deal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Marion. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and...
There he goes. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They believe they can run right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw. It's back. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this offense trusted their quarterback. Third down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open. What does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football away, makes the right decision.
And the Canes need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. That Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick release by the QB. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's back. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
This time on target. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready, set. Come on, set.
Back to throw, it's back. With the catch, it's Marion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
from the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws for the end zone. He's got it on the outside.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Beck. Touchdown, Canes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Williams. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one final play in this half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Hurricanes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll try to run for it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
325.
Motion from the back. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Marion.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll go with a direct snap. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pringle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Takes it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Gets it past the marker. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. To throw, it's Klubnik. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking for space, it's Randall.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Randall. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And on 3rd down, they find a way to get the ball to the back end space and move the chain.
And that's a play the defender would like to have back. They like to think that they can cover running backs on these types of angle routes, but they're just not good enough on the coverage, and that allowed the offense to convert that 3rd down.
From the gun, running back gets the gift. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Got a man, it's Randall. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Clemson jumps to the line. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. On the move. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got it out. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Rifles it down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
From the gun. That's caught. It's Haynes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
The crowd elevates elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking left. Got his man.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. That Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Beck. That's reeled in. It's Kringle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the running back. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. 3:25. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The Hurricanes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. On the ground, it's Pringle. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Daniels. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now
turning it on. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
First and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. They'll try to get it in with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Going for the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
in the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
This quarterback part of their running game. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's back. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass. He's got an open man. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week.